So think for a moment about back to your early days when you were going through college and you were learning about what to expect from the world of work. Without it necessarily being overtly said, most of us come away from our college experience, even our first serious job, with this implied deal where if you work hard, if you keep your head down, if you don't focus on office politics, if you don't get involved in all that minutia, just do a good job. Be talented, be hardworking, be a good team player, help us achieve whatever our business objectives are. If you do that, then you will have a good career. You wait your turn, take your time, keep your head down. And sometimes that works, sometimes. So there's this sense of just cooperate. Cooperate with the business objectives, cooperate with what your boss wants you to do, cooperate with what the business wants you to do, and life's going to be okay. After 5, 10, 15 years, sometimes we start to hear the rumblings in the distance, or we see or hear of situations where it doesn't quite seem to work that way all the time. Sometimes the wrong people, quote, wrong people, seem to get promoted, or sometimes the people who are laid off don't seem to be the ones who should be laid off if you're really focused on business objectives. And when that happens, for the most part, what the business wants us to do is ignore those rumblings. Just keep your head down. Just do your job. We don't want you all acting like mercenaries. We don't want you all out for yourselves. Because if you're all mercenaries saying, well, I'm in it for number one. And yeah, I'll take on that tough project, but I need to know, if I take on that tough project that has a high likelihood of failure, are you going to protect me? Am I going to be okay? Am I really going to be okay? And it's really not whether you tell me. I look at the last 3 or 4 tough projects that failed, and I look and see, well, what happened to those folks? And if they're not around anymore, or if their careers have been flatlined, then I'm not going to be the one who steps forward to take the bullet on a tough project that has a high likelihood of failure. Over time, we all get that sensitivity to how does it really work in the real world. And I think the people who are most successful in their careers long term get that sense very quickly. And it's not good or bad. As much as I talk about how we have the real world versus the way they tell us it should be, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad one way or the other. It's just a recognition of reality. But sometimes, if you don't recognize the reality, you can fall into the trap of essentially being a hamster on the hamster wheel, where you are working hard and you're thinking, okay, I'm ambitious, I want to get to the next step, I want to get to the next level, so I have to either work harder or I have to develop new talents. And at a certain point, okay, I've read all the books that I can, okay, I'll read another book, and then another one, and I'll try to get even a little more productive. Maybe I'll get really good at managing my email, I'll get really good at managing projects, I'll get really good at all these things. And when you put all that effort into productivity and the result coming back at you isn't what you expect it to be, or isn't as much as you think it should be, it can drive you nuts. So what we want to acknowledge this afternoon is that there is another game. It's not a better game, it's not a worse game, it's what I call the game under